1 minute warning!
To the goofball army out there, hi at the families, tell them to get to the next room, tell them to go to your neighbors, because we got goofball news to go over, and it might get crazy.
Typically does, guys. If it's your first episode ever, you got like 30 seconds before we start, so not enough time to go to the bathroom, but go get a drink, because trust me, you're probably going to need it there. In the meantime, the rest, if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. That way you know about future episodes as well, guys. Buckle your seatbelts if you haven't already. Make sure your tray is in the upright position here, guys, because we are just about ready to get going. And like, oof.
Guys, if you want a crazy ride going forward, a bunch of nonsense, but all nothing but the truth about the Giants, listen in, buckle in, tell a friend.
Let's go.
And now, here are your goofball hosts, Drew and Rob.
Welcome, fellow goofballs, to Two Giant Goofballs, a New York Giants podcast. I am Drew, joined as always by...
Me, Rob, and let's get a hump day sesh going.
Hump Day.
Hey, Drew, you know what day it is?
It's Wednesday.
Hump day.
Hump Day. People are not going to enjoy this as much as they're not watching live.
Like it's Thursday, it's Thanksgiving. We're thankful that day's over. And that commercial died.
All right, guys. Well, guys, we got a lot to go over. Listen, it's Wednesday. You know what that means. It's preview time. So we got to talk about the Monday Night Football matchup with the Patriots. We got to talk about also a couple of games coming up. Remember, gobble tomorrow, guys. We got some games.
Oh, yeah.
So we got 4 games.
And that Friday night game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We got 4 games to talk about. And then, of course, we're doing keys to victory. We're doing meeting the Patriots. We're going to have all this kind of fun, guys. So hang on tight. Let's buckle up. All righty, so let's break right into it with meeting the Patriots. Meet the Patriots. Meet the Patriots. Listen, the Patriots may look like a monster at 10-2, but once you dig into their schedule and you see how they've actually been winning, the picture does change pretty fast. But we're going to be breaking down why this team, though, is still dangerous, also far from untouchable, and where the Giants can actually punch back.
Hey, bang, boom. I didn't hear no bell.
Not supposed to be a violent show, guys. So let's go over the offense here for you guys. So listen, it's a really good offense on paper. I'm gonna start this. You know what? I'm gonna start it off with this first. These numbers are skewed as hell. The Patriots literally have the weakest strength of schedule in the entire NFL. The weakest. So we'll get to that more. We get to talk about keys to victory here, about not to be afraid of them. But listen, they're right now, their strength of schedule is 0.354, meaning their opponents have won 35.4% of their games. That's it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, literally the worst. It is what it is. But, you know, it's just, you got to include that, I think. You got to kind of tamper down some of what you think of this team based on what you see on that schedule. But so here's what we got here. So offensive wise, you got points per game, 26.5. It's 7th best in the league. 359.9 yards per game, 8th best in the league. So again, top 10, offense on paper. So now third down percentage, 42.36, 7th best. The one knock you got on them offense wise, 54.76% red zone TD percentage, which is typical when you get a young quarterback. Young quarterbacks make mistakes. Let's be honest. Drake Maye is barely over a year of starting.
Yeah.
So you can talk about, MVP, but there's a lot of talk about him. But he's still a guy who's basically played 1 year in the NFL. Those are prone to mistakes. Those are guys who haven't learned some of the nuances yet, But, again, it's a tough team, guys. The one knock on the on like what side of the offense you want to knock on is going to be probably the running game. It's something that they don't necessarily do that great at. They're 30.9
beat up.
3.9 yards per carry, guys. That's 27th best in the league. 32 teams. Not very good. Now, keep in mind, this is also saying you've had the easiest strength of schedule in the entire NFL, and you're still only managing 3.9 yards per carry. Not great.
Yeah, well, they had Stevenson. He's been out the past few weeks, so they're like on their back, of which their starter running back isn't the best as it was. But
he's a rookie, and you also got on top of that, you got the offensive line is not going to be dealing with injuries.
Yep.
Because now you got the whole left side of the line now being injured, but we'll get into that more in the injury report stuff. We go over that on Friday with everybody there. But 112.4 rushing yards per game. So, yeah, not great. That's 19th best. Passing-wise, they have a 70.87% completion percentage, best in the NFL. 8.8 yards per pass, second best in the NFL. 247.5 yards per game throwing the ball. That's sixth best in the league. And they're doing that while throwing the ball 29.8 times, which is 27th. So that's very efficient. Again, they're running the ball because they're up in a lot of these games. They're playing crap teams.
Yeah. Well, it's also burning the clock, and it's also play calling to mix up how you're diversifying this ball.
Oh, but what I'm saying is when you're playing the Browns and the Saints, you don't exactly have to worry about the second half too much usually, unless you're the guy.
But when you beat the Bills, you're probably still throwing the ball most of the game, especially early in the year when the Bills are healthy.
Yeah, you'll have those time games, that's for sure. So Drake Maye on the season, like I said, having an absolute MVP season. I'm going to say it that way, but I'm going to still say every single thing this team does, I'm sorry, it needs an asterisk because of the strength of the schedule. It just has to. That's not to say that
I'm going to say, like, I don't understand. Like, I get what you're saying, but you also win 9 straight games. That's something you have to respect. Doesn't matter your schedule, because there's also the typical game where you go oopsie, which is kind of what they did week 1 when they lost to the Raiders.
Listen, though, if you are, let's use this analogy. We'll go to a different sport here for a second. Use this analogy. Like, people talk about Barry Bonds all the time. Is he a Hall of Famer? He took PEDs, people think, and it's pretty obvious. I think he probably did, but he would have been a Hall of Famer without it. So now you go kind of the same thing of like with the Patriots. Like, they look really good, but they have a PED in their schedule. They probably would have been.
It's a little unfair.
No, but I'm just saying, like, I feel like you're looking at the situation like they would have been maybe a good team without the strength of schedule, but we don't know.
Would they be as dominant? Would they be the number 1 seed in the AFC? Probably not, but they're still a good team. Like,
oh no, that's what I'm saying. My point is not that they're not a good team. I don't dispute they're a good team. What I'm saying is I don't think they're a 10-2 team. I think they're more.
Their schedule says otherwise.
Because they play a crappy schedule. And that's just, I guess it has to be included as a potential for them to be a fake 10-2. That's all I'm saying.
You can't say that because they already won the 10 games.
I can't say I just did. I just did.
You can say it doesn't mean it's right. They still won 10 games. What other team has
against crappy teams?
Are the Bills a crap team?
Okay, that's one team. Okay, you know what? We're gonna go with that.
Buccaneers.
And they're gonna make me repeat.
Let's go to Buccaneers. Let's go to Buccaneers.
Yeah, the Buccaneers are barely over 500. That's your signature win. That's your signature win. The 6-5 team they beat.
Yeah, they were 6-5 when they played them.
I'm just saying. That's what they are. You just want to argue. I'm on to you. I'm on to you.
I'm a little bit. I just feel like you're sandbagging the team so much.
I'm not sandbagging.
But when you also like,
I feel like they're a 7-win team because of the BS schedule.
I'll be in the middle 8.5.
Anyway,
I'm saying they beat the Browns and they put up 32 points against the Browns. The Browns aren't the best team, but what they are is one of the best defenses in the league, and no team really
dispute that at all. I will not dispute
and not many team has put up that kind of dominance against the Browns on their defense. So
Yeah,
The offense is working. And Drake Maye, I'm just going to go back to Drake Maye. Like his.
See, Rob was arguing with me so much, his camera and his microphone died. So anyway, I'm going to get back to Drake Maye here. So Drake Maye got a 71% completion percentage, 3,130 yards, 21 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, 110.7 passer rating. So yeah, really, really good numbers there. Like I said, this is MVP style numbers here for him. So there's Rob. We got 2 Robs.
Hey, wait a minute.
Oh no, it's a black screen now. It shows you down like as if you're there twice. So anyway, like I said, MVP style numbers. I'm not trying to knock the kid, especially doing it in his first full year. It's impressive. And I will say this: say what you want about the guy as a head coach. Say what you want about the guy as a person, because Josh McDaniels is a freaking schmuck. But I feel like he's a damn good OC. He's a damn good developer of quarterbacks. That's what he is.
That's fair.
And that's what he's doing. He's doing his thing. So, running back wise, you got Trayvon Henderson, who's the rookie. He's got 12 games, 118 carries, 558 yards, 5 touchdowns. Now he's got an average of 4.7. So I actually think when you talk about Ramondre Stevenson being out, I think that actually helps them to a certain degree, because he's the one dragging their yards per carry average down. So
he is
89 carries, 284 yards, and that's a 3.2 yards per carry average, by the way, and 3 touchdowns. 3.2. That's pretty bad. And you can say short yardage, you can say goal line all you want. That's almost 100 carries. They're not all short yardage and goal line.
Yeah, that's a little fair.
It's like I said, it's a fair statement there. Now Drake Maye, he's the guy who's kind of like will make the move every couple times a game, and he's good in the pocket, but he's not a run first quarterback, just to make that clear. But he runs when he's got 75 carries, 307 yards, and 2 touchdowns. So he's also been pretty good, you know. Now going to receivers, Stephon Diggs is having like a renaissance year. He's like the Rembrandt of receivers right now. But that's only if Rembrandt was like madly impregnating women at a crazy pace, where he's got like, what, you got 5 or 6 women pregnant right now? Andy, like, who has that kind of time?
Yeah. Wow.
Oh my gosh. It's insanity. It's like I can't imagine getting that scenario. Like, you think you learn to wrap it up eventually. I'm just saying, like, anyway, though.
Or have a better pull-up game, either way.
61 catches, 679 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Hunter Henry also have a nice little renaissance year there with 41 catches, 537 yards, and 5 touchdowns. Kayshon Boutte got 25 receptions, 446 yards, and 5 touchdowns. Mac Hollins, 32 catches, 417 yards, 2 touchdowns. And you got Demario Douglas, 24 catches, 369 yards, and 3 touchdowns. So it's interesting. You got a lot of guys that are producing. You know, a lot of guys. And you can even throw in Austin Hooper. He's got just over 200 yards to back up tight end. Like, you got a lot of guys that are producing. Wide receiver, tight end wise, nothing running back wise. Just that's one thing you got to also keep in mind of that there. Running backs are really not getting too much of the passing. So that actually helps make it a little easier to defend. But you got a very well spread out passing game overall. Like, that's 6 guys over 200 yards. That's evening out. And
pretty aggressive.
Like that's pretty damn good. So I'll give him definitely credit for that. The throwing the ball around, that makes it very difficult. You need a deep secondary and a really deep cover scheme at this point to cover that kind of offense. And not a lot of teams will have that.
Look at you, the Giants.
Yeah, definitely the Giants won't have it. So on defense here, You got Robert Spillane is leading the team in tackles at 95. 95 tackles.
My God.
Christian Ellis, the second at 58. That's a pretty big jump. So, needless to say, Robert Spillane is a name you will hear very often when you watch the Patriots play. Craig Woodson's third at 57 tackles. Marcus Jones fourth at 50. Sack-wise, Harold Landry is having a little bit of a comeback year. And Clavon Chasen also, I won't say a comeback year, but I feel like a coming out year to a certain degree. Like he's been kind of a disappointment most of his career. They each have 6.5 sacks. So it's not like you got Myles Garrett back there. It's not like you got Brian Burns back there. But you got a couple of guys who can create pressure and can get to the quarterback when need be. Plus, you got Milton Williams there with 3.5 sacks as well. So you got 3 guys that are majority of the team sacks. Really 2, if you want to be honest about it. I'm just trying not to be mean to.
Well, those 2 guys have many sacks as you talked about before. What's his face has in the past month.
Yeah. Oh, you talking about Stephon Diggs is often used sack because 6 kids or whatever. I'm seriously, you guys, the freaking what's his name that used to be married to Mariah Carey? Nick Cannon. Remember he's got like 70 kids or something ridiculous. I don't forget what it is. I'm way exaggerating for the record, but
it's like 67, whatever.
It's bad. It's like the point where they don't even know their own kids' names. What was that? Cromartie.
Carter Smith. Kid number 75.
Remember on Hard Knocks when Cromartie was having trouble with the Jets telling everybody the names of his kids? Like that's what it's gotten to. Interception wise, you got 3 guys who've got a few interceptions. Nobody's like an extreme ball hawk by any means, but Marcus Jones has 3 interceptions. Robert Spillane, again, second time he's on this list here, number 2. Jalen Hawkins, the safety, also has 2 as well. So, again, this is not a team of mega stars, guys. It's really not. Like, this is not a team of mega stars. What it is you got a very well-rounded team. You got a quarterback who's really growing into one of the better quarterbacks in this league through our eyes. And I'm hoping we see more of them going against better teams the rest of this year, and I can kind of feel a little more confident in judging this team. I know you're going to knock me again for it. It's okay. I have to say it. Like, when you have 12 games in and only 3 of the games that you played are against teams over 500.
So this is only knockback weekend. Like, yes, but what they've done against bad teams is beat them up badly, which is what you're supposed to do against bad teams. It's not like the Eagles are coming in and just win by 4 points against a bad team. And no one says, oh, look at this team. They're a bunch of guys. Put an asterisk next to this team because they're only barely winning this game. Or this is a team that no one had faith in. People still don't have faith in, but they still have 10 wins.
I actually had faith in the year because I actually do like Vrabel a lot. I actually thought Vrabel was a freaking brilliant hire. I've said it on the show.
Too.
How many times have I said, open the checkbook for the man and get him? I said that how many times when he was available? Like, I don't know. When I say available, like, let's be honest, he wanted to go to the Patriots right off the bat. But listen, I may want to buy, something specific, but if somebody else gives you something for free, then I might take that instead. Like, money does talk. So you double the money what the Patriots are willing to give him. He comes here instead. Like, I'm sorry, there's no salary cap for coaches. Get your goddamn coach.
Oh, it's crazy how, like, why was it for so long that coaches were paid like peanuts compared to players?
They still are.
But I'm just saying, like, at least they're in the millions of dollars to talk. Like, oh, let's get a great coach.
Like, we get paid peanuts, obviously, compared to them. But so I'm not trying to make it seem like they're in the poorhouse. But when you're like making $5 million a year and you're coaching somebody making 50, there's just something seems a little off.
Yeah, bad.
Yeah. So it is what it is, though. All right. Let's move on to the keys to victory here. Because listen, if the Giants want any shot Monday night, they need Jaxson Dart spark, Bullen's defense to wake up and the fourth quarter meltdowns to finally stop. So we're going to lay out the exact pressure points.
There's a chance.
As always is, we're going to lay out the exact pressure points New York has to hit, turn this from upset dream into real fight here. So listen, number one, we've already been hitting on this a little bit. I got to drill this point here nonstop here. We can't be afraid of this 10-2 team. We've held our own in recent weeks against the Lions. We've held our own against the Packers. We've held our own against the Bears, who also have great records and played tougher schedules.
And Jaxson Dart, like it is like Jaxson Dart. As soon as Jaxson Dart took over, see, granted we were at the bottom list of wins, but they played tough teams. They had leads in tough teams. Like they're in games. It's not like we're watching the Raiders, who are like barely in any of the games that they played. Like they play tough. Now it's do we have to coach to finish? Don't be afraid of the 10-2 team. Don't be afraid of the Lions. Don't be afraid of the Packers. Look, don't be afraid of the Bears. We're in and had a lead on all those teams. Finish out the game.
Yeah. I mean, so again, we said strength of schedule for the opponents of the Patriots is 0.354. And that's before they play us at a 2-10 team. Imagine what that's going to do to their strength of schedule. Like, it's going to get bad. So they've now faced the Raiders, who they lost to, the Dolphins, the Saints, the Titans, the Browns, the Falcons, the Bengals, and the Jets this season. Sign me up. Where was that schedule option for us?
Uh,
I'll take it next year, not this year. We screwed up this year, but next year, that's the kind of schedule I want. Sign me the F up. Seriously. Like, that's insanity.
Please?
They're right now 2-1 versus teams currently over 500, with wins over the Bills and the Bucs and a loss to the Steelers. And again, as we said, the Bucs are barely over 500. I'm not trying to take away from them. I'm just giving you legit like numbers. Like, this is where they're at. So you could sit there to say they're on a 9-game winning streak after starting 1-2, and it's 100% right. 100% right. It's 100% valid. And they deserve credit for winning 9 games in a row. But what I'm saying is you shouldn't be like, I feel like if you came in with a legit NFL schedule and you're 10-2 and you won 9 in a row, I'm going to be more afraid of the team than I am right now. Like, I'm sorry, this Patriots team does not scare me with that schedule.
No, it's not like KC like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
That's just averaging crazy amount of points.
Oh, you lose Bob. Oh, there we go. We lost you for a second.
I was about to say.
You were about to say I was right. Go ahead.
I didn't say that at all. I won't say that at all. At the end of the day, Drew, you are wrong. 9 wins is still 9 wins in a row.
I bet you
a blind squirrel still
from the Golden Corral that I'm right.
A blind squirrel still finds a nut.
No, like I said, and that's why I'm saying I don't want to be disrespectful to the Patriots because I don't hate the Patriots, not the Cowboys or the Eagles. Like, I don't hate them. I just think we have to be realistic about what this team is. Like, great, you've won 9 in a row. Great, you're 10-2 on the season. Great, you're atop your division. Like, all these things are great, but you can't say that and not also point out the schedule. And I know I'm probably harping more than most people on the schedule. And it's not that I'm trying to harp it. I'm trying to just drill that point home because I feel like it's not talked enough about. We saw this. We talked about this with the Colts too. The same problem. The Colts have had a cakewalk schedule too. Now they're finally facing good teams, and Daniel Jones is not the same anymore. Like, I don't know if that's what's going to happen with Drake Maye to a certain degree. I don't think so. What I think I see looks legit, but I don't know for sure until it looks legit against legit talent. Does that make sense?
It does, but once again, like what I was bringing up, was like,
there.
What I was bringing up when we were talking about them was, let's look at it here, right? Jets, yes, they should smoke the Jets.
Yes.
Bengals have been playing tough since they've been playing there. They still beat them by 6, right?
I know
the Buccaneers,
great team.
Not a great team, but they still play a tough team. They still play tough football. the Buccaneers, we would have had this conversation when they played the Buccaneers. You would have been like, oh, they're just a team that's 5-6. That they were 6-2 at the time.
Like,
they're still a really good team. They weren't healthy, but they're still playing great football. Beat them. Right? Falcons are still on the wishy-washy schedule. They pulverized that Browns defense, so they made that offense that the Patriots offense looked fantastic. It's one of the best defenses in the league.
Yep.
And that defense did exactly what they're supposed to do against the Browns. So, yeah, they're a bad team, but they pulverized that bad team, which is what I'm saying. You're supposed to do to these teams, but against one of the better defenses in the league. Let's not go to the Titans because that's just a win. Same with the Saints.
I just feel like we're giving them the achievement that you get of like doing amazing things when they've done the equivalent of sawing through a box of Jell-O. Like,
I just think you're overselling the schedule being.
You know why I'm doing it? Because I want a goddamn win. I want to win already. I'm tired of losing. Tired of it. I'm tired. I'm tired of losing the game.
I'm in up front with everyone. Every game. So we could always beat the Patriots. I said we could always beat the Packers. We could always beat the Lions. We'd be in the game. Actually, I thought the Lions would be kind of like in the game, but not really feel like we're in the game. But we were into the fourth quarter. But
in the game.
The Patriots, I said, with this team we could beat. We should have beat them.
Yeah.
Bears said it's crazy. I said it's going to be a close game.
Look at that. Deb just said she agrees with me, so that means I'm right. Deb,
she did that a few times Deb, you said the Packers were going to smoke us, and you were going to hang out with Kelsey the whole time. And guess what?
She's the tiebreaker.
Wasn't a blowout.
She gave the opinion. She's the tiebreaker, so it is what it is. You know, Jay's too busy talking about head coaches. So, all right, next one here. Second key to victory. Jaxson Dart has to come back and be healthy. This guy is a goddamn spark plug. Like, listen, I don't want to talk down about Jameis Winston. This is not what I mean when I say this. Let me be very clear. Jameis Winston did exactly what I expect him to do. Come in as a backup, be high energy, and I have no issues with that whatsoever. Like, I really don't. And I've been on the Jameis Winston as a quarterback on this team for years, train right with you. Like, we've both been on that train. Chugga, choo-choo, like right there the whole time.
Yeah. Get them crab legs.
He is not Jaxson Dart. Jaxson Dart is a better quarterback. Jaxson Dart, and it's going to sound very weird. I feel like I'm more confident in Jaxson Dart not to turn the ball over, which is scary. Like, he's a rookie. That's the guy I should be worried about, not the veteran. But it's Jameis Winston. He also brings the running dynamic that Jameis Winston just flat out doesn't have. So, and listen, it's the energy. Like, we talked about it with him and Scattaboo when Scattaboo was still healthy, about the two of them going crazy. But listen, Dart's still going crazy. Dart's still firing everybody up. And Jameis Winston, I think, is a good leader as well, but it's not quite the same way he does it. He does it and it's going to sound weird because he says weird crap all the time. Like, I love it.
So do I.
But I feel like you see him in the way he acts, and he's a leader. People follow him and stuff like that. But he doesn't pump him up quite like Dart does. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, without a doubt. And no matter what he does, he's not going to be able to, because Dart is the future of this organization. And the players know that. They get behind Winston. Yeah, but they know come Dart getting healthy, Winston is out, Dart is in. So there's only so much you can get behind that, because you're playing behind your number 2 or number 3. It depends on how you want to look at the depth chart. So, yeah, there's that part of it as well. And at the end of the day, like you said.
At the end of the day.
Dart's a better quarterback.
He is. It's an upgrade. And I mean it with no disrespect to Winston. He's a good backup, but that's what it is. And I really hope that he is come back. He is his old self, but he's his old self that slides and doesn't take hits.
We could hope.
Like, that's the main thing it's got to be. So, but like I said, he's got to be in there. He's got to be ready to go, and he's got to be able to. And listen, we don't know yet 100% if he's playing. Let's be very clear on that. He is not. He is not. He has not cleared concussion protocol yet. He did practice today. That's a very good sign. He missed 2 games already. You don't really see guys miss 3 games with a concussion. And
no, but it was a lingering concussion, and yeah, now you're on a longer week. It should be a little better to come back.
If you notice the way the Giants did it, though, the Giants didn't put him into practice fully. That didn't even make him eligible to be evaluated to come back. So it's almost like the Giants are being overly cautious on purpose, which I guess is a good thing. But it's like, where was that the last few weeks prior to that when he was getting banged up on plays and wouldn't listen to you and not take the hit?
I can tell you where that's at. That's what that precaution that wasn't there was allowed to come in when we kicked Brian Daboll to the curb.
I don't want to blame it 100% on Daboll because I feel like in the end, Calf is making the calls. In the end, Joe Shane could sit there and say, "Hey, listen, I drafted this kid. Don't ruin him. Shake it, don't break it. It took his mama 9 months to make it. You know what I mean? Like that."
Yeah, I also feel like the Giants organization was underlying scrutiny for letting Dart be able to go into protocol or just go into the blue tent 4 times in his short time with the Giants. So they're probably
not to be confused with having 4 concussions, just in case Stephen A. Smith is watching.
Yes.
As he once again proves why you can't talk about all sports.
Exactly. Concussion protocol just means like they're checking you to see if you have it.
Yeah. But like I said, he's got to be back. Got to be ready to go. Number 3. Giants defense needs to look energized and be aggressive with new defensive coordinator Bullen, who, listen, I know I saw a thing that Pat Leonard put today that Andre Patterson and a couple other coaches were specifically running drills with corners and edge rushers on setting the edge.
Yeah.
And not letting guys get to the outside of you. And that's listen, I thought at first I was like, oh, okay, it's great. They're really looking at something that's a problem. And the second thing I thought, well, isn't that normal? Like don't we have that normally? Like, isn't that a normal thing to practice? Like, that's part of your job is to set the edge. I hope you're practicing setting the edge. It's like, what's next? Not practicing covering receivers? Like, is that not normal? Like, what the hell? Like, but I do think you're to see a lot more of an aggressive, system overall. But, Bullen came up under Vance Joseph, guys, who is known for aggression. We saw what happened in Denver. We played them. Obviously the first 3 quarters didn't work out as they planned, but the 4th quarter worked very well for them.
Yeah.
He's an aggressive defensive coordinator. He blitzes. He plays guys tight. He has no problem with press. Not to the level of Wink Martindale. Before everybody gets excited like that, because I know some people have a hard on for Wink still for some reason.
Wink.
Yeah. You say wink, wink. They squirt. I don't know what it is. There's some people that just have a hard on.
Hey.
I don't get it. But like I said, he's not to that degree. But he's a very good coordinator. He's a very good aggressive play caller, and that's what I'm hoping to get out of Bullen. And I'm hoping this wasn't just a hire to make Joe Shane happy. Like that's what I'm hoping, but I don't know what to think yet. I'm going to reserve judgment on Bullen for a couple weeks.
It's
to be very
hard.
frank. It's his first time ever doing the job, which is part of why I didn't want him. But
yeah, it's hard to reserve that judgment.
I can't expect him to hit the ground running, but at the same point, like, Shane Bowen is not down here. He was down here. So
way down there.
Up. That's it. You have nowhere to go but up. You can be below average and you'll still be an improvement. It's the truth. So, number 4, Wan'Dale Robinson, Isaiah Hodgins, and Theo Johnson have flat out stepped up the last few weeks, I feel like. Theo Johnson's not dropping balls. Isaiah Hodgins is playing, I wouldn't say elite, but he's playing clutch. He's making big plays. He's making touchdowns. And Wan'Dale Robinson was just a freaking beast last week and has been very good all year long. Who would have thought Wan'Dale Robinson going into week 13 would have more receiving yards than Justin Jefferson? That's a legit stat.
Absurd. It is absurd. I know. I have JJ in 2 fantasy leagues. Drafted number 6 overall. Crazy.
Yeah. Like, that's insanity. Absolute insanity. Justin Jefferson, who is potentially the best wide receiver in all of football still. I think obviously J.J. McCarthy's kind of killing him, but it's insanity. But like I said, those guys, I say this partially to give those guys kudos because they have stepped up. I don't want to be the guys that just talk the negative. We want to talk the positive too. We just haven't had a lot of positive, but
Bit hard.
This is something to talk positive about. Wan'Dale has been a beast this year. Isaiah Hodgins has come in, hit the ground running, and Theo Johnson. While I'm still scared because of history, the last few weeks he's been coming up clutch, not really dropping the ball.
Yeah, he came up big last week. So
he usually plays tight end, like kids play hot potato. That's what it is. So, I'm going to give them credit, and hopefully that continues. We need them. Jaxson Dart needs them. That's just what it is.
Number 5, a clutch for Dart.
Yes. Number 5, fourth quarter cannot be the cluster that it has been for the defense.
I might break another TV.
You know what? I feel like I would not usually talk about this as a key to victory, but it's like, how many times are we going to blow a 10-point lead in the fourth quarter? Like, it's insanity.
Well, hopefully we find that problem.
I have and listen, I always say being a Giants fan is bad for your heart, and your cardiologist would not recommend it because we tend to play a lot of close games. Like, if you go over the last 10 years, like not last year as much, you go the last 10 years, we've been crap. But we played a lot of close games. This is different because this is not just close. This is like ridiculously, like, we should have won these damn games. It's not like, oh, we lost by like a field goal. Close game.
I was going to say, it wasn't like we're up in the third quarter by a field goal and we wound up losing the game by 4 points.
Yeah.
No, we were up 10, 28 points.
It's like 2 minutes left and still lost somehow. Like it's insanity. So listen, I just, that's my biggest thing I'm hoping is that Bullen comes in, doesn't do the, fourth quarter prevent defense. He comes in, he allows the corners to play a little closer to the receivers and actually get a little press going, and actually blitzes. Shane Bowen kind of got forced into it last week, but really doesn't like blitz for whatever reason. I'm expecting that stuff to change, point blank. Expecting that stuff to change. So, last one. We kind of hit on this a little before, but the pass rush has to get to Drake Maye. Absolutely has to. Young quarterbacks tend to make mistakes when they're under duress. That's normal. They also tend to not have a sack play clock, so to speak, where they can kind of figure out, okay, I got to get this ball out because I may not feel somebody right now, but they're probably right behind me. Like, that's something you develop over time in the NFL because people talk about, oh, well, they've been playing quarterback forever. They should have that. Well, no, guys are faster in the NFL. Everything happens faster, and that includes guys getting to you from in the pocket. So you may be used to getting 3 seconds, 3.3 seconds. You got 2.5 now. And it doesn't sound like a lot. It doesn't.
It's a world's difference.
You are in that position. I mean,
it's a world's of difference.
It's a huge difference. So, it's something that he's going to have to probably, continue to get used to as a young quarterback. I mean, we see it ourselves with our own Jaxson Dart there. How many times have we been flipping out because you're going to get sacked. Throw the goddamn ball away.
Yeah.
Boom, gets hit.
Get rid of it.
Drake Maye is young enough to still have that problem. Go ahead and hit him. Go ahead and get to him. And you know what? Just got to hope he starts hearing footsteps. That's just where it's got to be, is hope to hear footsteps. And and again, we're going to do our injury report here on Friday for you guys. But if you look at what's going on right now with their line, there's issues. Will Campbell's now on the IR. Their left tackle. Jerry Wilson, their left guard, is doubtful.
Easy guard.
There's a potential here, guys. There is a potential to go ahead and do some damage here. And that's what I'm hoping for. Let's do some damage. Well, let's not hurt him. I want to be that way. I realize that came out like a Bounty Gate thing. I don't mean like that. let's do some mental damage for the day. How about that? Is that better?
I guess so.
I don't want to get kicked off of YouTube. They're citing riots. Oh my gosh. All right, guys. Let's go ahead and pay the bills real quick. We're right back and doing a little gobble Thanksgiving preview here for you guys there. Gobble.
Thanks for watching. Like the show? Of course you do, or you would have turned it off by now and not be hearing me. There are plenty of ways to support the show. YouTube is the best place to join us, and we offer memberships there with fun benefits like custom emojis and early access to video clips. Of course, there you can also send super chats and stickers to send one-time support payments. The best way to support the show is to buy these drunk idiots beers at buymeacoffee.com/2giantgoofballs. Along with one-time support payments, there are also monthly plans, so you can continue to help kill their livers each month. You can also show people that you are a goofball by visiting our store at 2giantgoofballs-shop.fourthwall.com. We got everything from shirts, hats, phone cases, funny candles, buttons, stickers, and even a 2 Giant Goofballs towel to dry off your goofballs. Of course, you can always support the show for free by simply hitting the like, subscribe, and share button wherever you are watching or listening to this. Hit the thumbs up on YouTube. Leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. It helps the show tremendously, and quite frankly, the goofballs suck at marketing and need your help to get the word out. Thank you for being part of the Goofball Army and for taking the time out to support the show.
There we go. Look at that. Deb says Giants ruined the Patriots' perfect season, and they will end this winning streak. You heard it here. Love it. Love it. And Jay says, we're going to win one of these games, I'm telling you.
I love the confidence.
One of these games. Who knows which one of these games? One of these games. Listen, I mean, it's going to happen. You can only blow somebody fourth quarter leads before you happen to luck into not doing that once.
It's just luck right in there.
No, but I'm saying, like, you know what, like, when you have like really, really good luck and like, hey, that's bound to end eventually, it's the same in reverse.
Well, exactly. There is a strong possibility the Giants could win this game.
It is kind of luck into a win.
I don't know if you say luck into the win, but we talk about firing a coach usually gives a team a little bit of that off. We just fired another one in 2 weeks. A little bit of, if you will. They step up, play tougher.
French DMX there. What was that? Like, where's the butter?
It's going to give it to moi.
It's
going to give it to moi.
Oui,
croissant.
We're getting canceled in France now. It's bad. Okay, there's no people in France that actually watch the NFL, so we're good.
Score.
I'm sure there's 2 of them. Anyway, let's get to our Thanksgiving game preview here. Oh, sorry, you said but. You have more to go. Go for it. I'm going French accent here.
I'm just saying is that we've been in a lot of tough games against a lot of tough opponents with bad coaching. We fired a head coach, and now we fired Jay Bowen. I wouldn't be surprised if that defense looks a lot better into the fourth quarter. Even look last week when Jay was pushed into doing a little bit of things outside of his box. We lost in overtime.
Yeah.
So maybe like there's a little bit of juice in there. We squeeze out a win here.
So what you're saying?
Probably bet the cover.
Magic in that old football helmet they found.
Yes.
But when they placed it back on Jaxson Dart's head, it began to run around. Oh yes. And look at that. See, this is what I was saying. We don't hate the Patriots like that. We got a Patriots fan. We had a couple in here before we're talking to as well. So 3 excluded said Patriots fans here. It's going to be a good game for both sides. Go Pats. Listen, as I'm saying, there's no hate. I feel like there is the mutual respect for Patriots and Giants fans. I really do. Like, I feel like it's a friendly rivalry, which is nice.
Yeah. I mean,
we have enough hatred for the Cowboys.
NFC, it's not the same division.
And of course, Dorothy says, "Speak for yourself, F. Tom Brady." No, listen, I hate Tom Brady. Let me be the first to tell you that, point blank.
He won your Buccaneers Super Bowl. Come on, man.
First off, it's not my Buccaneers Super Bowl. I live in Tampa Bay, but I've never been a Bucs fan. But I feel like I don't know. I just don't like him. I don't. First off, I don't trust that he was able to play until he was like 52 years old with no problems. I also have, I've talked about this before. I have mega issues that he started selling immunity supplements the second COVID came out to his TB12 line. I'm sorry, that's a dick move.
Yeah.
There's too many things. And he just seems disingenuous. We talked about that before. Like, I'm usually pretty good about finding out who's disingenuous. He just comes off as disingenuous. I don't know. He just does to me.
Pompous.
And you got the Flakegate, all that kind of stuff, and all the stuff, the Spygate. Like, he was all involved with that stuff. You know it. He even admitted after he retired, basically, yeah, the Deflategate, he did it. Like,
hey, you're allowed to deflate the ball to a certain standard.
He went past that. And he went past that. Oh, you know what I have this issue with too as well. And Jay reminded me, he said he's so annoying always on camera. My other issue is the issue with him taking the top job.
Crypto.
Selling crypto, yes. Jay said that too as well. He was involved with the guy that got pardoned that did all this stuff in crypto and like stole people's money like crazy. But his wife was too, so it's not just him. But but he took the job away from Greg Olson, who was doing a very good job. And I think he should have earned the top spot, not just been handed it.
Yeah. That's a tough one because Greg Olson, I thought, did a fantastic job. But you could also argue that Tom Brady cruised out of fields for 25 years.
Yeah. You know what? Here's the other thing too. He came into the league looking like Shrek's young son, and he leaves the league as like a GQ model because he got so much goddamn work done. Like, you're already rich, dude. Who are you trying to impress? You're fine. You got enough money. You're good. You don't have to have looks.
Well, you know what happened is that he married a supermodel that made more money than he did. So he still had those insecurities that he had to be the better looking one.
When I see that much work being done, and go to his original, and I'm just saying, I know you've seen this, but I'm saying for anybody who hasn't seen it, go to his rookie year photos. Like, look at his draft day, his famous draft day picture of him in the underwear, looking like freaking what's the nerd from those movies back in the day, McLovin. Looked like McLovin and Shrek had a child there. And then he goes to like what he looks like now. Like, compare those two. Tell me he didn't get every goddamn work done on the sun. Very good plastic surgeon, by the way, because you don't really see scars or anything crazy, but he definitely got a ton of work done. There's no doubt about it. A ton of work. Anyway, I'm going to get off my Tom Brady rant now. Let's talk about Thanksgiving. I'm thankful that I'm not Tom Brady, though. I'm not thankful that I don't have his bank account. Just saying. Oh yeah, Jay also brought up a good point too. The whole Netflix roast was reeking with desperation, just embarrass his family for attention. A real man doesn't do that. 100%. He got mad when they made fun of Bob Kraft.
I was gonna say,
not get mad when they talk about his ex-wife or anybody in his family. That's effed up. I don't even care if you're ex-wife or not. That's the mother of your children. You don't allow that.
Yeah,
you don't. Anyway, back to Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
Listen, guys, the holiday slate absolutely loaded. You got the Lions offense versus the Packers defense. You got the Cowboys firepower versus a tougher defense of the Chiefs that people think. You got the Ravens run game versus Cincinnati's return of Joe Burrow. And you got the Bears chaos factor. So we're going to be hitting the real edges so you know which games are legit and which ones are traps here. So let's get right into it with the Packers at the Lions here. So, Rob, take it away. You can go first.
I know what she's doing here. I don't want to sleep on the couch, right? But let's take it away.
Hold on to me. Is she watching? Is she watching?
Oh, we'll find out very, very shortly. All right. Anyway, first game, early game. You got the Packers going to Detroit playing the Lions. Rawr, MGM style. Yeah. The Lions are favored 2.5 points at home with that over-under sitting at 48.5 points. This should be a fun game. The Lions have averaged. It should be. Good divisional game. Thanksgiving. As you get in that turkey ready, let's go. The Lions average 29.6 points per game, which is top 3 in offense. The Packers also only allow 18.4 points per game, which is a top 5 defense in the league. The Lions games average 42 total points, which is a way big on your over profile. The Packers have allowed 3.9 yards per carry versus the run. Huge, especially look what Gibbs did to us last week and all year long.
Yes.
You also got to remember that Detroit's offensive lines beat up, and Green Bay's defense has been in the right upside. So, yeah, this game took me a little bit to think about, but it's a hard game to call because you got a good offense going against a good defense. Elite, if you say, and I think the Packers defense keeps it close, but I want to take the home team to win this game, especially since 80% of the times that the Lions have played Green Bay, they came out with a win when they're playing at home. Also, the home team on Thanksgiving has also been fairly favored in these games. So give me the Lions to win this. 2.5 points means nothing to me when you're talking about a Thanksgiving game. I don't think they won. So give me the Lions to cover this game and give me the over because I do think it's going to get a little saucy out there, if you will. They're going to look for that gravy, get a little slippery, and it should be a good old slobber knocker.
So, speaking of gravy and all, I'd be remiss, and Jay brought it up here, so I got to bring it up here real quick. He said, "I'm making your wife's recipes for my sides, Drew. Much appreciated, man. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to give her a plug, and I'm going to go ahead and put in the comments here the link to her website if anybody wants to check it out, because my wife is an amazing cook. Like point blank, they don't make fun of me for being a little hefty in the belly for nothing. I didn't have that before I met her." So
true, I can validate that.
For last minute recipes and all, go ahead and go ahead and pop over to there. Here we go. Look at this. Who's that?
I don't know. She picked the Patriots to win this game and the cover and all that. So
she said, "Ooh, you're staying home tomorrow." Oh my gosh. Listen, you're in trouble for Thanksgiving, a holiday there, but listen, it is what it is. It is what it is.
Especially when Detroit wins.
But yeah, Detroit's going to win. I'm sorry. They're the better team right now. You got a little offensive chaos going on, point blank, with the, with the head coach and quarterback not getting along, but a lot of reports, like, that's just what's going on. So I'm going to trust the Lions do their thing. And let's be honest, if you look at both games that we had versus these opponents recently, who were you more impressed with? I was definitely more impressed with the Lions.
Yeah.
And they both played with Jameis Winston. So it's really like a legit, comparison, because they both played against our backup quarterback. I was more impressed with the Lions. I'm going to say the Lions win. 2.5 points is nothing. I'm going to go the over. I'm there with you. We're 100% in simpatico with that one there.
Ooh.
So let's get to our next one here, because you got the Chiefs at the Cowboys. And you know who I want to pick, guys. You know damn well who I want to pick. I want to pick the Chiefs. I want to pick the Chiefs so bad it's not even funny. Cowboys, 387 yards per game, guys. Number 1 in the NFL. Chiefs defense, 18.3 points per game allowed. Top 5. That's pretty damn legit. So, you got the Cowboys are allowing 270 passing yards per game when they're about to go against Patrick Mahomes. That's not good. Chiefs are clutch when it matters. They're great at third downs. They're great at fourth downs. It's going to be a little chaotic here. what it boils down to for me is the Chiefs have been a little inconsistent at times. The Cowboys made a ton of moves at the trade deadline, and their defense has gotten better. So we talk about how bad their defense is. You're talking about their defense mostly before that happened. So I'm going to go with the Cowboys. As much as I don't want to be right, and I hope to be wrong, I will happily put the L for myself on that one, guys. But I think the Cowboys get this, actually. I think they squeak out a win. It's a home game, so they get a little advantage in that regard. They're used to playing the distraction that is Thanksgiving. I'm sorry if you guys don't realize it's a distraction to play on Thanksgiving. It's a distraction to go play on Thanksgiving. If any of you all ever worked a normal job that made you come in on Thanksgiving, which I'll be honest, not a lot of them do, but if you ever had to come in during Thanksgiving, it's chaotic because you're still trying to fit in what you got to do for Thanksgiving. You're still trying to make all the family and friends, everybody happy and stuff like that while you're doing what you got to do work-wise. It's a distraction. The Cowboys deal with it every year. The Chiefs don't. For that comment, I should say, it backs up what we said about the Lions beating the Packers as well, because the Lions are always every single Thanksgiving as well. And they actually have a better record on Thanksgiving than they do the rest of the year.
Yeah. It's crazy.
So I'm going to go with the Cowboys to win. I'm going to go with the Cowboys to win by like a touchdown. So, or a field goal, like nothing crazy. It's not going to be a blowout by any stretch of the imagination, but obviously they're not favored. So they're going to be the spread pick for me. I'm going to go the over again. I really think we're going to have there's going to be a ridiculous amount of scoring on Thanksgiving. I really think that. And I think you're going to look at 52.5 as like nothing. It's going to be like almost 60 points. That's how much I think it's going to be that kind of game. So I got Cowboys over.
I like what you said, but have you ever seen Billy Madison at the very end? Everything he said is absolutely garbage, and you made everyone dumber by listening to you. Wow. That's my pick against you. No offense.
Wow.
No offense.
You're a moron. That's what he said.
Hey, you can't take offense. So no offense. But
it doesn't work like that, Ricky Bobby.
We're completely opposite. This could be the game that changes our week because I'm thinking the Chiefs to win. They're the favorite. That 3 points doesn't chase me off. I think the big difference in this game is the defense. We're talking about the offense, about how this offense can put up here, this offense can put up here. I think Spags' defense and what the Cowboys have done on defense is going to be the game changer. I'm going to take the under in this game. And a closer game than a lot of people think. I don't think Cowboys win by 7. I don't think the Chiefs win by 7. I think it's a close game, probably won by 4, maybe 6.
I didn't get this stat, and I should have. I just didn't have it handy. But I have it handy now, just real quick to give you a little backup for why I'm saying what I'm saying. So overall for the season, before the last 3 weeks when the defense started improving, they were giving up 377.5 yards per game. The last 3 weeks, they got it down to 263.5, which is still not great. Don't get me wrong. But you literally cut it down almost into 2/3 of what it was. That's a significant improvement.
Yeah, when you're the worst by a significant amount, you cut it down. Yeah.
No, but I'm just saying, it's got to be acknowledged. That's not the same, defense.
It's not
the last couple of weeks. That's not to say it's not to say they're amazing, but it is what it is, and they also played not necessarily the best teams as well. So that's part of it as well. They play the Eagles, the Raiders, and the Cardinals.
I agree with you, and that's why I picked the under. I think it's it's more of a defensive match than a lot of people think.
Well, this might be the deciding game. Then we'll find out. Someone's got to break the tie already. God damn it!
Oh, we shall see.
Next up,
does it come down to the Bengals going to Baltimore playing the Ravens?
The Ravens. I know I'm doing a Chris Berman Raider style, but okay.
Yeah.
The Ravens.
But the Ravens are favorite.
Nevermore.
7 points is what you quote them to win by. And the over-under in this game is 51.5 points. There's a lot to be said about both these teams. Beginning of the season, middle of the season, going through. It's a no man's race right now to win that AFC's North game. The Bengals defense is the worst in the league by far.
I thought you said the Cowboys a minute ago.
Well, not anymore. They got the defense. They changed it up. The Bengals have played some close games. So they've done an all right job for what they had, being known that they were a terrible team. Defense. They've allowed 33.3 points per game and 426 yards per game on average. So, as we're going to week 13, the worst. 3 weeks ago, it was the Cowboys. The Bengals also allowed 156 rushing yards per game. Dead last. 3 weeks ago, Cowboys. The Ravens have the number one rushing offense, 4.9. They've had a terrible start to this year, but they put it together. I think they're 1-5 and have gone 5-1 or whatever. They're 1-4 and they went 5-1. The piece up their this season.
Yeah, they were just crap, and then all of a sudden.
Well, you have all these injuries, and then Lamar go out for a whole bunch of game with a hamstring, and then once he kind of comes back, like they just start winning games. Speaking about coming back, yeah, and then speaking about coming back, Joe Burrow comes back when they're potentially out of the playoffs, most likely. He comes back. Why? Because he says he's healthy, and to sit on the bench when he's healthy just seems silly. So be thankful for Joe Burrow. Want to check the rock on Thanksgiving.
It's over. He shouldn't come back. Like, you're going to risk him getting injured more when the season's over. I'm sorry, that's stupid.
That's a Joe Burrow decision. He literally said it was silly for him to sit on the bench when he's healthy.
I get it. Like, and you don't want to necessarily discourage that kind of thought, but it's like he's so important to this team then.
Yeah. It's funny because I feel like 2 weeks ago we just had a discussion about sending your quarterbacks for the best interest. And you said if you're healthy, let them play.
About Jaxson Dart, who's still learning how to play in the NFL. Joe Burrow.
No, I was going with Daniels. When you're getting blown out by another team, you allow him to run, it dislocates his elbow, and now he's out for the season.
Yeah. Well, like, again, quarterbacks running. We've had that discussion plenty of times too. Stop taking hits too big.
Anyway, Ravens.
Dart thing. We're talking about Jaxson Dart. Some people are saying he should sit the rest of the year.
It's your rookie quarterback. You got new coaching. You have to put your show plenty out there. That's a different situation altogether. But yeah, Ravens have won the last 5 straight games, and they lean on that run heavy. Lamar Jackson, even though he's back, has not looked the best the past few weeks. He throws some picks. He's been a little slower. It seems like he's still dealing with that hammy a little bit. Yeah, here's some things to think about when you're looking at this game. The Bengals can't stop the run at all. The Ravens can run the ball all night long. All night long.
All night.
The spread's big on this game.
I was better dancing than the Dexter Lawrence one, by the way.
Yeah, the spread's big in this game. And
I'm distracted by the dancing.
I'm distracted. My
Hit
God.
The shuffle. Whoop.
You just kind of just did like that.
No, it's just kind of sway, like that, like a little sway.
Yeah.
Like when you first get to the club and you haven't had enough drinks to make a complete ass of yourself yet. You know what I'm talking about. We've all been there.
I got some moves, man. Yeah, but
anyway.
Coach always told me I had some good hips.
He wasn't talking about your dancing. You should maybe have reported that.
Wait a minute. It was a compliment.
That wasn't a lollipop at all. No.
Has nothing to do with my hips. Get your insults right. Anyway, the spread's big on this game for a reason. And it's come down to, can Burrow check the rock for Cincy and score? I think this is going to be more a slow, methodical game at first. I do think Burrow gets things moving. They see each other so many times. I don't think it's enough for the Cincy for the Bengals to win this game. Give me the Ravens to win this game. But 7 points, I think this team's going to rally around Burrow a little bit. I think they lose by 4 points, maybe just a field goal. It's going to be an exciting game. And I took the over in this game because I think it's going to be one of those things that's back and forth all day.
So I'm almost with you in a lot of this. My biggest issue I have is how healthy is Joe Burrow? How rusty is Joe Burrow? How ready is Joe Burrow to come and lead this team? And I don't know. And none of us know. You know what I mean? Like, that's the problem. This is definitely an El Paso don't put money on kind of game. But as always, Rob and I can't chicken out. We got to do it. So I'm agreeing with you on most of this. I'm going to say Ravens, but I'm going to say the Ravens actually cover the spread. Not by a lot. It'll probably be like a 10-point win or something like that. But I do have them winning this game, and I do have the over on the points as well. So,
yeah. And one thing that we didn't talk about is T. Higgins is also going to be out for this game. So,
yeah, and that's definitely something as well. So,
but Tua is coming back.
There's so many Hawk Tuas this year between Carter and and Chase. It's just like,
yeah,
Hawk Tuas left and right.
Hawk Tua Chase is back.
That girl disappeared out of nowhere, didn't she? Like, she came out of nowhere and disappeared out of nowhere. Like, it's just, she got in trouble with some kind of crypto thing or something.
I was about to say, she got in trouble with crypto. Apparently, she took all that, all the money she made off that and gave it to charity for, I think, a dog organization.
She was very big into dog stuff. I know that. I know way too much on her thanks to social media. It's insanity. Like, I kept like
looking for those Hawk Tua videos.
No. Back at the lollipop talk. Anyway,
moving right along.
Last game here, guys. We got the Bears at the Eagles, which sounds like a fun, aggressive animal matchup at first. Like, that should be like a TikTok video, a bear versus eagle. I'd watch that.
Yeah, right.
You would. You would.
Oh, of course.
So
I go into the dark history of YouTube, some different animal videos.
Yeah, I mean,
Nature's Mellow Man.
So the Bears, if there's one thing you got to think is going to happen in this whole thing, is that there's going to be an over when the Bears play. The Bears games average a total of 52.8 total points. It's highest scoring profile in the entire NFL. So Bears play, you go over. That's just the rule right now. Eagles. This is where it kind of counter affects what I just said a minute ago. Top 10 defense giving up just 20.5 points per game.
But
Bears are running the ball
the
like
past
crazy.
3 weeks.
Yeah, Bears are running the ball like crazy. 142 yards a game. That's number 2 rushing offense in the league. So you got something to go against a very good defense there. Like, this is a well matched up game. I'm kind of curious to see this actually. Eagles red zone. Top in the league, 75% touchdowns. Pretty damn good. The Bears, they have won the last 4 games in a row, all by 1 score. I almost want to put the push on the spread, but we'll get to that. The Eagles, I hate to say it. I feel bad. I'm like, we got 4 games here. I'm picking the Eagles and the Cowboys to win. The Eagles are right now, I'm sorry, there's a team that knows how to win, that has been winning. Even though they haven't looked as good this year, they've still been winning. The Bears, they're kind of new to winning. This is kind of a learning process for them. You know, like, and they're doing a very good job. Listen, I give them a lot of credit overall. They've done a lot. It's definitely exceeded my expectations I had for the Bears this season. So give kudos where kudos is due, you know. But whenever you have a team that's learning to win against a team that knows how to win, I'm going to pick the team that knows how to win. And I'm going to say the Eagles just find a way to make it happen, basically. Now, the Bears are 7-point underdogs in this game. That's a massive spread. To me, that's the pick of the week here so far. We'll get to the rest of them on the next episode and find out that part there. But the Bears are going to cover the spread. There's no doubt in my mind on that. The over-under is 44.5. What I tell you, 52.8 is the usual total score in a Bears game. Let's just say that goes down a little bit because the Eagles have a good defense. That's fine. I still got plenty of cushion in this. I got an 8-point cushion. I'm good. I'm pushing the cushion. I'm going for it.
He's pushing the cushion.
So Bears over.
I'm agreeing with the Bears with you on the spread, but you talk about a team in the Eagles that's allowed 20.5 points. You look at the past month, and it's lower than that. They allowed the Packers to score 7 on them. That's a third. They allowed the Lions to score 9. We'll say that's 39%, 40%. Yeah, the Cowboys to go a little bit over. So the past month, that average goes down under, which will push to your theory under that average of where the Bears have been. I'm taking the under in this game because I think the defenses on both sides are going to step up a little bit more. The Eagles' offensive line is a little bit more beat up than a lot of people like to talk about. Saquon's not been running the ball as efficiently as he has. And I will take the Bears to win this game because the Eagles are beat up, and they're also pompous about how they're going to beat them up. I think it's going to be a surprise win for the Bears because a lot of people don't have faith on the Bears to keep doing what they're doing. And I'm definitely sitting on the couch because not only did I pick our divisional rivals to lose both these games, but also pick the divisional rivals to win both these games.
Oof.
To the couch you go.
So, I mean, listen, guys, it's going to be a fun series of games. I should point out, because I don't think we did I don't think I did. I should say specifically, this is the Friday game, 3 p.m. So you got the other 3 are all on Thursday. This is the Friday game at 3 p.m. So you got 1 p.m. is when football starts. So basically, doesn't stop till you fall asleep, and then you got the 3 o'clock game on Friday. So it's listen, a lot of good games here, a lot of exciting offensive powerhouse matchups in this whole thing. Like, I'm excited. This is actually a good lineup. There's been some Thanksgivings that I'm like, God damn, this sucks worse than a turkey. I guess I say that.
Yeah.
I hate turkey. I think it's like the driest, tasteless bird ever. And luckily, my wife knows how to cook one hell of a turkey. But give me a barbecue, give me a ham, give me a corned beef. I'll take a corned beef even over a turkey. Like, let's have an Irish Thanksgiving. Let's do it.
Just a steak, potato, and a 6-pack. Let's go.
There we go. Listen, done. Except the steak. I'm not even a steak person. That's weird to say. I'll take a good burger even over a turkey.
Oh, give me a steak all day long.
Depends on the steak. It's got to be a really good one. That's the problem. I love really good steak. My wallet does not.
Shop at some sales. I picked up a Kobe Wagyu London broil tonight for dinner.
It's a good time for talking donations over at buymeasteak.com.
Yeah. Buymeaturkey.com. I would like that Thanksgiving with the family, guys. Please, sir.
Oh, my gosh. So, all right, guys. Well, that's going to call it a night for us there. We will be doing an episode, again, Friday night for you guys, not Thursday. Again, enjoy your holiday. We're not trying to take people away from family, including ourselves. So, therefore, by all means, enjoy your Thanksgiving. We'll see you on Friday.
If you guys are traveling, be safe.
Yes.
Crazy holiday to travel.
Exactly. You know, just stay overnight somewhere. And not if you're not drinking yourself, even, because you just never know who else is on the road with you. You know, that's what it boils down to. So, otherwise, be safe. Enjoy time with family.
Make sure to send good other drives.
That's the greatest thing about Thanksgiving to me is people are like, we get so stressed out, we get so stuck into our lives and the issues we have at that point that you forget what you got that's really good. And Thanksgiving, that's the one really thing I do love about it, besides the fact that it's football nonstop, is that it kind of forces you to think about that kind of stuff for a minute. Like, no matter what's going on in your life, it could be worse. It's like watching the Giants. It could always get worse.
We could be the Raiders.
Exactly. So, guys, again, have a happy Thanksgiving. We'll see you guys on Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern, as always. Appreciate you guys for watching, for listening. As always, we are live every Monday, Wednesday, and usually Thursday, except for this week, along with, of course, game day coverage, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time during the regular episodes there. Live, of course, on our favorite platform, our preferred platform, a platform we recommend to all, YouTube, along with, of course, Facebook, Twitter/X, Twitch, and of course, Rob's favorite, gobble.com. And of course, as always, we're available the next day on the audio podcast platforms: Apple, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Pandora, all the big ones there. Listen, guys, if you haven't already, hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that share button.
Ring that bell.
And about the show, because we suck at marketing, point blank. So appreciate you guys for watching, for listening, as always. And as always, Giant fans, go G-Man!
Have a good G-Man! Go G-Man!
G-Man!
Thanks for listening to Two Giant Goofballs, a New York Giants podcast. We appreciate your support.
Thanks so much.
Please, I'm begging you. Please subscribe.